And we're going to start this morning's practice off with a little bit of body connection and the from the shiatsu massage tradition, the doing. So just as you get settled, feel down into your sitting bones, breathe in, lengthen your spine, feel the crown of the head rise up. Yeah, get yourself a cushion. And just take a few moments to breathe and to settle. And then just bringing your left arm forward, make a very gentle fist with the right hand, and just begin to give that hand a bit of a tap. And we're going to tap up from the palm, up to the top of the arm, turn it over, and tap down again. And we'll do that a couple of times. And this just gets your circulation system moving, lymphatic system, and it's a nice, gentle, easy way to begin our practice for this year. Now this time you lift your arm up, you're going to place your hand onto your elbow, give it a bit of a boost, and tap up onto the neck and the top of the trapezius. Right. Two fists now coming across the top of the chest. This works the lung meridian, and if you've had any coughs and colds and chest infections and things, this is a great thing to do to help get things moving. Now making a little fist with your left hand, coming back down to the palm and tapping all the way up, turning over, but being very, very gentle. When you get up to the top, pop your hand onto your elbow just to give your arm a bit of a boost, and you get up onto the neck and the shoulder. Moving behind, you're going to go down the two muscly parts of the spine, the erector spinae, being careful not to tap onto the spine. And then coming along the top of the sacrum and onto the top of the glutes. A good tap. And then selecting one of the glutes, go onto the other cheek, and give that glute a nice tap out. And then move it onto the back of the leg. Back of the thigh, and onto the calf muscle. This can sometimes be a bit tickly, depending if you've been walking those Sheffield hills. Coming onto the sole of the foot. And then moving on to the other cheek. Down the back of the leg. The calf muscle. Onto the sole of the foot. I'll just wait for you to give me a nod, say that you've caught up. 2 little fists up the inside. On the inside of the legs. Works the stomach meridian. And then onto the digestive system. And you're going to go from the left side to the right side around in a circle. So I'm going to do the opposite to you on your screen. So we're working the pathway of the intestines. Being very, very gentle. And coming into a little point in the middle. I'm going to go up to the top of the head. Tiny little fingertips from the crown. Just following the, just moving outwards. Chosen the wrong hairstyle today. And then it's moving all the way out to the hairline. Remembering about that ridge at the back of your head, the occipital ridge. And it's considered a sacred part of the body. And in the Vedic tradition, the yoga tradition, quite often people will have their head shaved and they'll let a piece of a hair grow in that point, and they call it the bindu point. And it's a pathway into the pineal gland, what we call the Jyotikendra, which is your connection to spirit, apparently. You do your meditation and things, it clears that area and helps you to feel part of everything. So take your fingertips back up to the hairline at the front and then just tap down the face. The forehead, the eyebrows. Moving around the eyes up onto the cheekbones. It stimulates the blood flow. Underneath the nose. Into the jaw. And we're going to end this morning just by tapping onto the thymus. So just in the centre of the chest. And I remember one of my teachers saying about tapping the thymus, it's classed as a sweet spot. And if you tap around this area, it activates your heart centre and get feelings of joyfulness and happiness. And then just let your fingertips come together. And we'll end in that lovely mudra, the mudra of harmony and balance. Fingertips connected, thumb pointed towards the heart. Close your eyes and just sit for a moment. And that quality of stillness, peacefulness, connected to your body. And it's in these moments of stillness we can find clarity of thought and in the mind. Release your hands, place your hands down by your side, bring your feet out in front, and we're just going to roll the knees one side and then the other. Feel Roll along your sitting bones, releasing tension from the hips. Slowly and carefully come up to standing to begin our usual true yoga activation. Beautiful. Just feeling the ground, the earth, that steadiness underneath your feet. And gently tighten the muscles in your legs. Feel the strength in your legs and in your glutes. Breathe into that tightness. Lift pelvic floor. And then breathe out and just soften. Still maintaining a steadiness in the legs. And an openness in the chest and the torso. Take your awareness down into your right hand. Begin to move your fingers. And then it begins. Give your hand a shake out. So first of all the fingers loosen up. Bones. And then let that awareness just come into your thumb. Your thumb joint relax, the bones in your thumb, the tip of your thumb, the first finger. And then let that awareness go into the middle finger, the ring finger, and the little finger. You travel into the palm and your wrist. And it travels up into the forearm, elbow, the bicep. And then into your shoulder. And separate your feet. Give your arm a little shake down towards the ground. Feel that shoulder joint relaxing, but being very careful, very mindful. And just know that any tension is being released out through the fingers into the ground. And then just let your arm just swing down there. Might be still. Connecting your breath. And then we're going to begin to create a circle around. You can turn your toes out to the side, sink down through your hips. Breathe in as you rise up, breathe out, sink down. Taking on in that beautiful circle, being led by the elbow. And you feel a lovely stretch all the way down through the side of the body. We're just going to go around 2 more times. It's your first time, second time, and then pause. And reach up, turn your toes forwards and have a lovely stretch up from the side of your right foot. Taking that arm all the way up. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, let the arm just come overhead, feeling the stretch down from the elbow down into the outside of the foot. Release that arm down. Wow, what a difference. Let's do the same on the other side. So give your fingers a bit of movement and then give them a shake. Always bringing everything into balance, into harmony. I'm a few classes into this year now, but today's the first day I'm really in it, if you know what I mean. Started back last Thursday. Yeah, I taught yoga for 6 hours yesterday. Into your thumb, your first finger, your middle finger, ring finger, little finger. I sleep very well these days. Travel into the palm and your wrist, into your forearm, bicep and the shoulder. The whole arm relaxes. Take it down towards the ground, really go into the shoulder and letting go of that tension, tiredness. And then let your arm just be free down there. It might move, it might be still. And then you're taking it over to the right side and create that circle. Let your knees bend into it, breathe in, breathe out. We'll go around 2 more times. First time, second time, and then this time, reach up, turn your toes forward, breathe in, that arm lift, feel that lovely stretch, and then allow it to come over. And just finding that space through the ribs, down through that quadratus lumbar and that big muscle just here. And then let your arm come down. Give both arms a little shake out, give your legs a little bit of a shake. Everything into balance. Pop your hands onto your hips, circle your hips. And any stiffness in the hips too. Just be released. Circling both shoulders first of all, taking them back, sinking down into the knees. Breath lifts you up. In-breath, I should say. And the exhalation helps you to sink down, squeezing your shoulder blades together. Please stretch through the pecs. And then begin to just move one shoulder and then the other. And if you've not moved shoulders for a few weeks, just take your time here. Just taking those shoulders back, allowing the whole of the body to flow with it. Easing out tension, and the movement just glides. Feel it travel up from the soles of your feet. Your elbows lift up into it. It's a lovely morning movement to do. We just love these circles, we love spirals. Allowing us to expand out and create space around the body, space in the body. And then just swinging the arms through and underneath, compressing those kidneys, releasing that chi, that life force energy. And going into a nice figure of 8. Let your palms face one another, step out and transfer your weight between your left and right foot. Creating a figure of 8. And allow your figure of 8 to go wherever you need to go this morning. Moving your body in a way that's perfect for you. This movement activates the heart. There's tiny pathways, there's nadis, and there's hundreds of them. They all lead back to the heart. Twists in there. And then stepping your feet a bit closer together. And then from your figure of 8, just let your arms become free, twisting the spine, well, twisting the hips. And the rest of the spine just follows because the weight of the arms draws it around. And this movement releases latent energy. Energy sits in our muscles, in our joints, ligaments, bones, fascia. When we move the body, we release it for our yoga practice. The arms are going to start to lift up a little bit, come to elbow level. Just notice you're all wearing pink this morning. We're pink yogis. I've got pink light. Oh, it's orange now. And then we're going up to shoulder level. I've got my pink mat, haven't I? I like my pink mat. It lives here in the yoga room. It's my newest one. I don't want to take it out and get it dirty. Because all the places I teach, well, in the schools and things, the floors can be a bit little. So I just leave it here. Sit, so your arms up into the space above. Feel a lovely sense of freedom, openness. And then let those arms come back down. Bend your knees a little bit. Start to let your heels lift. And then start to let the legs straighten again. But this time, lift the sternum. Feel the difference as it lifts your energy. Breathe into the day, feel fresh, full of vitality. Let your arms start to lift up again. And let your arms go into that space above. And then let your arms come down. And then as the arms come down, sink down. And this, go as slow or as fast as you choose. And we're stretching out the quadriceps, those muscles in the thigh. And then just let the body come back to standing. Let your arms stop on their own. Oof. Couple of figure of eights into the wrists. Beautiful. Come to standing. Into Stats Mountain pose. Allow your feet to arrive at that hip distance. In your awareness, let that awareness move down to your feet, to your toes. Drawing that awareness now through the ankles, calf muscles, knees. Is it nice and soft? Allowing it to rise up into the hips and pelvis, parking pelvis into neutral. Breathe in now, let the sternum lift. Feel the length in your spine. Let your shoulders lift up towards your ears, take your shoulders back. And then take a few moments to breathe into that newfound space. Allowing the top of the head, crown of the head to rise up. And just gently, gently engage in your core muscles so you feel that inner strength. Standing in that place of steadiness. Out to the mountain. Calm, centered. We're going to begin to stretch the spine now. Just let the backs of the hands be in front of the body. And all we're going to do is lift the arms up. Breathe in as you rise up, let the sternum lift. Breathe out, flow forwards, come down, soften down into that forward bend. Just come down as far as what's comfortable for you. And then we're rising back up. Breath lifts you. Sternum lifts. Breathe out, flowing down. In a mild stretch through the hamstrings. The movement's soft, almost effortless. Just going to repeat this a few times. Drawing earth energy up through the body and then taking light energy down through the body. So there's a transferal relationship between the earth, space, and light. And then one more. Pause with your arms up overhead. Let your shoulders relax. Sit these arms you come up. And then we're just going to create that lovely circle around, sinking into your knees. Focusing on your arms first of all and creating that expansion through the chest, through the lungs. You then let your awareness come towards your spine and feel that micro spinal wave rise up from the base. Energy rising up through your body. And then notice your breath. Inhalation lifts, exhalation releases and helps you to let go. One more, we're going to pause with the arms up overhead. Let your palms just come together overhead and just let the body come over into a nice sideways bend. Use your core muscles as you lift up through the middle and release down to the opposite side. You come back up through the middle, let your arms come down by your sides. Just close your eyes for a moment or two. I'm going to pop in a couple of extra movements this morning for the shoulders. So, great idea. Let's have a little drink. Oh. Good morning to Jenny. It's lovely to see you. Happy New Year. Remember. Oh yeah, we're just going to do a couple of movements for the shoulders. So place your fingertips onto either your collarbones or your shoulders. And we'll just make a couple of little circles. Allowing the breath to be included with your movement. And you can let your circles become bigger. And as well as mobilizing the shoulders, we're also stretching out the muscles in the chest, the pecs. Wonderful. One more. The elbows come close in front and then change your direction. In that beautiful ripple from the base of the spine. Just one more. Arms come up in front as if you're hugging a tree. I'm going to breathe in, draw the palms in. Although we're moving the arms, the focus is on the breath. So you're breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. And breathing out. Breathing in. And exhaling as the arms move away. And just one more, let the arms rest out in front, straighten your legs. So we're going to move from the base of the spine, just twisting over towards the right side, and it's really soft. We're going to breathe in and bring the hands back around to the front. And it's almost like you're moving I always think of like wafted in the air almost. Really soft movement, moving through each vertebra. Breathing back into the front, breathing out to the side, and you can even turn them. Very soft. One more on each side. Spine. Arms come down, give them a rest. Take your feet a tiny bit further apart. Turn your right foot 90 degrees, and then you're going to come onto the ball of the left foot as you twist. So we're going to breathe in, let the arms lift up as if they're resting on water. Let sternum lift, and then move from the waist, on the hips, twist around. You'll get so far, come onto the ball of that foot, lift your heel, travel around that bit further, and then place your left hand onto your right shoulder. I'm going to turn the other way so I can see you. So you stay where you are. That's it. Breathe in, lengthen your spine, and just twist a little bit further. Now double check your little finger of your right hand is in alignment with your nose. And if it's winging out to the side, bring it back in front so you're not locking your shoulder. That's it. Weights down through that back leg. Once you've arrived into your shape, focus on your breath. I've turned the other way so I can see you. And then you're going to come back around to the front. So just start off bringing your hips around and slowly unravel the body. Your arms come down, have a little rest. We're going to go the other way now. So turn the toes of your left foot 90 degrees. Prepare to come onto the ball of your right foot. Let your arms come up. Lift sternum, begin to move your hips. Get so far, come onto the ball of your right foot. Continue that twist around. Place your right hand onto your left shoulder. Breathe in, lift sternum, and then just twist that little bit further. There'll be a soft bend in your left knee. Right leg's fairly straight, ball of the foot firmly anchored down. Check your little finger of your left hand is in alignment with your nose, and your awareness is in your spine. Breathe in, breathe out, so it's nourishing the spinal nerves, the vertebra, discs. And then we're coming back around to the front. Begin by moving your hips, unravel your arms. Your arms come down. It's a strengthener as well. Where are we going now? Up, bend your knees, let your hands, fingertips pointing in. We're working with standing cat pose. We've all seen how a cat moves its spine. First of all, breathe out, let tummy hang loose, and then squeeze your glutes, draw tummy button up towards the spine, arch your back, let your chin come down towards your chest. So you're really drawing in those tummy muscles. We're going to reverse that way, moving from the base, travel down one vertebra at a time, let your head come up last of all. Feel openness in your throat. Beautiful. Flowing again from the base. Ripple moves down through the spine. And you breathe out. Moving from the base, moving one vertebra at a time forwards. Lowering it up. I'm just going to invite you to move at your own pace. Have awareness of each vertebra as you move. And then come back to neutral and just have a bit of movement. So you're just moving one shoulder down and the other. And I'm rolling the soles of my feet as well, so the knees, hips get a bit of play in there as well. And then all we're going to do is take the feet one step wider and come down. Now, if you want a block or a fork, go and grab one. I'm just going to place my hands onto a block. It's just a bit more comfortable. While you're down there, you can hold on to your elbows if you're already there and just have a little bit of a swing from side to side. So just stretching out your hamstrings. And then, let's see where you all are. Place your hands onto your block or onto the ground. Bend your knees. And then we've got that lovely opening now. It's like a wing movement. So breathe in, straighten your legs a bit, turn from the base of the spine, bring your hand towards your armpit and then raise your arm up. The arm's vertical, look up towards your hand. So it really activates the throat. Breath in, breath out as the arm comes down. Turn from the base of the spine so you've got your twist. Lift that arm up. Looking up towards your hand and the arm comes down. Turning the other way, lift. The arm comes down towards the mat and then one more on the other side. Fabulous. Let both arms come down. Walk your feet back together. And then we're going to come down onto the mat, come onto hands and knees. So I don't know if you just got time to adjust your camera so I can see you. I've gone as long as I can. I need to put my jumper on. Got a terrible colour clash going on today, haven't I? With my orange jumper and my pink mat. I like this jumper. I got it from the charity shop. It says NASA on it, and then it says, I need my space. Show you. Oh, it's a bit reversed for you. It says, I need my space. I thought it was quite cool. So onto your hands and knees. Lovely. Check your shoulders are above your hands, hips are above your knees. And again, moving from the base of the spine, arching your back, squeezing into the glutes, and just allow your back to arch up towards the ceiling. Let your awareness now come right down to the tip of the coccyx. Again, squeezing the glutes, tilting pelvis forward. And you just feel it flow one vertebra at a time, moving down through your spine. Let your head come up faster more. Breathe out, arching the back, flowing down one vertebra at a time. Breathing in. And you're just moving your back in the same way as what you would see in a cat. Creating that energy flow. Enjoying that movement, taking your time. And that stability through the arms, the legs. And then we're going straight down into a nice pose of a child. Time to have a rest. Let your hips come back towards your heels. Stretch the arms out in front. Let your forehead come down. And just relaxing the shoulders, first of all, with the arms reached out in front. That pose of surrender, pose of letting go. Nourishing your digestive organs as well. Soothing the hips. Then bringing your hands back by your ankles. Arms facing upwards, tucking your head in. Spending a few moments down there. In that moment, resting. Body finds time to reset. Rising up when you're ready. Taking your time to rise. And then just make yourselves very comfortable for a moment or two. I'm going to do a little bit of demonstrating. I know that you know these poses and sequences, but sometimes when we have a little bit of a break, it's nice to see them visually, and then you know what it looks like. Because once you're in it, it's hard to look at what I'm doing really. So we're going to work with the SunCat Namaskara. So it's part Sun Salutation, but it's a lot more gentle. I thought a nice way to start the year instead of launching into some power yoga. So with your Sun Sal, we're going to be doing the cat and the Sphinx. So just watch me for a few moments. It's our little SunCat Salutation, which I think is a really nice, gentle way to begin. So bring yourself to the front of your mat. Ouch. And start in Tadasana Mountain Pose. Feel the strength, steadiness of the ground underneath. Give your toes a little wriggle. Feel the strength in your feet. We're going to bring in that warmth, that sunshine, and we're going to activate the solar plexus. Breathe in, let your spine lengthen, take your shoulders back, feel the crown of the head rising up. Just taking a few breaths as you arrive. Feeling the muscles, the core muscles engaging. Let your palms meet in front of the heart. Your shoulders relax. And your fingertips down towards the ground. And soften your knees. Roll the shoulders, let the backs of the hands be close in front. Breathe in as you lift up. Let the spine lengthens, flow down towards the earth. You stretch through the hamstrings. Breathe in, rise up. Lifting, opening out. Flowing down. Do this bit 3 times. This is our second time rising up. Exhaling as you open the arms. Breathing in and breathe in as the arms come together. Breathe out as you come down. This time you're going to step back with your right foot. Bring your right knee down onto the mat. Get yourself steady here. So put your core muscles on your glutes. Let the palms face one another. And then you're going to let the arms go out behind. So you squeeze shoulder blades together. That's it. And then lift up, feel a flow from the base of the spine. Let the torso lift up and sweep the arms forward so they come to eye level. So feel really steady through the hips. Breathe out. Use your thigh to steady itself. Second time you bring the arms through, they lift a little bit higher. You lift in the sternum. Breathe out, flow down. Third time, lift all the way up to whatever's comfortable for you. Let your head look up towards your hands. Feel that sun on your face, really energizing the sternum, the solar plexus, and then flow back down. This time it's very soft, arms move out behind, and then you place both hands down either side of your foot. But the difference here is that we lift up, so press down into your leading foot, bring both knees together, and then lift up your arms and place both arms down onto the mat. And then come into your beautiful cat pose. So you're arching your back, moving from the base of the spine. Head comes up. And this time as we move, I'm going to invite you to visualize warm sunlight on the base of the spine. And as you move, that sunlight moves through your body, nourishing the spinal nerves, bringing flexibility, longevity, and a beautiful environment of peace and calm in the body. Slow for a few rounds. And then make this one your last one. Come to neutral. And then extend your right leg out behind. Tuck your toes under. Take your left leg behind, tuck your toes under. Then drop your hips down so you come into plank pose. Or if you prefer to come straight onto your tummy, you can. Now this is where the heat builds in the body. So feel it building in your core, strengthening. And then bring the body down. Knees down first, then your chest, then your chin. So you've got 8 points connected to the mat. And then let the body relax and shuffle down. Make sure your glutes are really relaxed. Slide your thumbs so they're eye level. elbows out to the side. And then with your next in-breath, feel a ripple of energy moving through your spine. Engage core muscles, lift the torso, and bring the elbows underneath your shoulders. So you come into that regal sphinx pose, pressing fingertips down. Feel a thread. If there could be an invisible thread attached to the sternum, that thread draws you forwards, but the palms and the forearms hold you steady. You've got compression in the lumbar. Once you arrive into that shape, just hold in that steadiness, hold in that stillness. Awareness on the breath. And then we're going to let the head move. So you turn your head, look over the right shoulder. Let the head just glide back towards the front and look over your left shoulder. And in both directions. You can let breath be included as well. So you're breathing out as you turn, breathing into the middle. Okay. Your head come back towards the middle. Let the torso come back down to rest. Not for long. Take your hands back by your ribs and then lift back up onto your hands and knees. Then you're going to bring your left foot forward. Pop your core muscles on your glutes and then fold back into that thigh, that moment of surrender. Arms lift out behind. Breathe in, like that strength. Lift your hands to eye level. Perfect. Breathe out, flow down. Oops. Second time, lifting a bit higher. Exhale, flow down. Third time, all the way up. You can hold it for a moment or two. Feel that strength in your body. Warm sun energizing you. And then sinking down. Final time, arms soften out behind. And then this time you place your hands down by your feet, tuck your toes under, your back toes, and step both feet back together. And then we begin with standing stretches again. Lifting up, opening out to the sun. Down. Third time, this time I'll just pause for a second. Embracing that sunshine, that warmth, that vitality. And then we go back in for a second round. This time it's going to be on the left side. So come down and you're going to step back with your left foot. Bring your left knee onto the mat. Pop your glutes on, core muscles on, palms face one another, sweeping the arms back. And embracing that energy flow, soft movements flowing. The 3 sunbursts, let your hands come down, and then we go into, that's it, take your time, we go into cat pose. So take your knees back, hands come up, place your hands down with reverence, and then start to move. So arching your back, breathing in, looking forwards, breathing out, that flow. One more. Come back to neutral. This time you're going to step back with your left foot, tuck your left toes underneath. So take your right foot back. That's it. And then you're dropping down into plank. The body's in a straight line. Strength building. And then you're going down onto the mat. So you can do knees, chest, chin, or just come down, whatever works for you. You're going to be laying flat down on your belly. Make sure your legs are relaxed. Slide your thumbs to eye level. Breathe out. And on your inhalation, engage core muscles, but not the glutes. Let your torso lift off the mat. Elbows come in underneath your shoulders. That's it. Separate the fingers and press down into the fingertips, into forearms, but feel the sternum being drawn forward. Take your shoulders back. Broadness, let your chin lift up so it's parallel to the ground. And arriving. This time, let your awareness rest between your eyebrows. And in that place, I invite you to visualize a natural spring of water, like a tiny waterfall bubbling up from the space between your eyebrows, up over the top of the head and then down along the length of the back. Cleansing and purifying, resetting your body's energy system, that water element. Your elbows back out to the side, let your body come down. Hands go back by the side of the ribs. Lift back up onto your hands and knees. And this time you bring your right foot forward. That's it. Glutes come on, core muscles come on, arms come out in front and you fall down. So that right, arms lift behind. Breathe in, sweep the arms to eye level. Breathe out, soften, flow. Lifting up a little bit higher. Breathe out, flowing down. Third time, all the way up. Holding for a moment in your sunburst, feel the strength in your body. Soften. There you go as you flow down. Bring palms, place them either side of your leading foot. Step forward. With your left foot, bring both feet together. And then you begin that rising up. Breathing in, taking that energy up through the spine, opening out. Sinking down. Drawing that earth energy up. Connecting with the sky, the space, the light. And then flowing down, taking that solar light down. When you're ready, pausing. Arms facing the sun, sternum lifted. Space in your body. Being energized, revitalized, but also calm and centered. Let your palms meet up overhead and let the hands come down to rest in front of your heart. Close your eyes for a moment, scanning through your body. Noticing any subtle changes. How do you feel? How's your body today? And let your hands come down. And then come down onto your backs. We've reached that time already. Get your blankets, your cushions, bolsters, whatever you need to be comfortable. Whatever you need to be warm. With my auntie's blankets, I'm so cold this morning. And we've reached the most important part of the class. Time where you get to relax and let the benefit of this morning's yoga settle into your body. Settling down. Just taking some breaths, but not doing anything with the breath. Just allowing the breath to be received and released. Flows steadily and evenly. I'm going to work with the physical body first of all. And just begin by letting your awareness go right down towards the feet, to the toes, and breathe in and draw the toes in towards you. Breathe out and point the toes away. And then repeat that a few times, synchronizing breath and movement. Toes roll in as you breathe in, and then you point in the toes as you breathe out. Tightening the calf muscles, squeezing into them, breathing in, and breathe out, soften. Tighten the quads, breathing into them, and breathe out. Tighten the left glute, squeeze, hold, breathe into it, and breathe out, soften and release. Repeating on the right, so squeezing into the right side, breathe into it, breathe out, soften and release. Tightening core muscles, tummy muscles, drawing back towards the spine. Relax, release, and let go. Pressing the sacrum down towards the mat, softening and nourishing the sacrum. And now towards the hands and the arms. Roll your thumbs in towards your palm, wrap your fingers around your thumbs, and just lift both arms from the mat a couple of centimeters. And the arms come back down. Bringing your awareness in towards your breath. And notice the expansion of the chest as you breathe in. Quality of relaxation and peace as you breathe out. And then begin to turn your head one way and then the other. And back to the middle. And shut your eyes, roll up your brow, move your jaw. And then let your face relax, let your face soften. Soften your forehead, your jaw. And again, just begin to breathe, noticing the cool, steady flow of air, oxygen, taking it down into your lungs. That awareness now, begin to move from the breath Take it all the way down into the toes. And then take your awareness just beyond your toes. Just beyond the toes, onto the sole, beyond the soles of the feet. And here, visualize a warm, glowing light. Soft, nurturing light. And feel its warmth and its soothing nature. And we're going to invite this light to move through the body. And as it moves through your body, it will relax and soften and bring you into a place of peace and harmony. So breathing it now and allowing it to travel in through your toes, through the soles of your foot, bones in your feet, ankle, and into the calf muscle and the shin. Breathe out when you're ready. Each in-breath, that light moves further up through the body, through the knees, soothing, nurturing. And it moves into the legs, into the quads, into the bones in your thighs, into the hips, the pelvis. Soothing, helping you to let go as you breathe out. And that light moves into the organs within your body, nurturing. Down into the belly, expanding the belly as you breathe. Into your back, into your shoulders, into your arms and your hands, throat and face, forehead, eyes, back of the head. As you breathe, that light expands beyond your physical body. Softness, nurturing light surrounding your body. Warm, security. Then we're going to reawaken the body now. Just begin by taking a few deep, nurturing breaths. Hear the sound of your breath. Feel its expansion. And then let your awareness go up above the crown of the head. And become aware of that light once more. Each in-breath you take, invite that light to become brighter and brighter. And then draw that light in through the crown. Let it travel down, nurturing the brain, your eyesight, your smile. Light flows down that central column of the body, down into your arms, into your hands, into your fingers, down the length of the spine, giving the organs within your body a boost. down into the hips, into the legs, into the knees, feet, the toes. Every cell within your body, every cell within your entire system, nurtured, boosted, re-energized. And then begin to stretch and just move in a way that's perfect for you this morning. Just reawakening in your own way. I invite you to turn over in your own time, just turning on to whichever side is best for you. And making your way into a comfortable seated position. Closing your eyes. Hands come together, rub your palms together. Let your palms move over your eyes. Open your eyes up into your palms. Separate your fingers. Your forehead a tap, and your cheeks and your jaw. Yourself a dust off. Your arms up and give yourself a nice, big, generous hug. The side two. And then let your palms go up overhead, let your palms meet. Hands come to your heart. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. May all beings be at peace. I hope that you enjoyed this morning's yoga practice. It's given you a nice start to the year. It's been lovely to see you all